This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com. Today I have with me the T-Mobile Web Connect USB laptop stick. It's a new 3G modem available on T-Mobile USA for $49.99 with a 2-year contract, $99.99 with a 1-year contract, or without a contract for $249.99. The tariff it runs on currently runs about $60, $59.99 a month, which is pretty steep considering that Verizon and Sprint and AT&T offer similar price plans for a much more extensive 3G network. The modem itself is manufactured by Huawei, that's spelled Huawei, for those of you that don't recognize the pronunciation. You can see the USB connector on this device snaps into a number of positions, so it makes it pretty easy to position on your laptop any way you need. You'll also notice that it has a micro SD card slot, which is handy. It can accept 8 gig cards. Doesn't come with one, but I've stuck an 8 gig card in there just to show you that it works. There's also right next to it an external modem, an external antenna connection. The device actually has its own memory built into it, which it stores its own drivers. So the cool thing is you plug this into your laptop, Windows XP or Vista. Mac support's coming later, but you plug it into your laptop and it shows up as a CD drive and automatically boots up the software and runs it and installs it, so you don't have to be dragging any driver CDs around with you or anything like that. Pretty cool. I had it up and running in about 2 minutes time. It manages your Wi-Fi connections in addition to the 3G connection. And in terms of performance, it did pretty well. Even with a really weak signal in the area where I am right now, it still managed to get consistent, 300 to 500 kbit per second speeds, which is, as good as just about anything else I get on T-Mobile in terms of 3G devices. I did have a couple of faster connections up in the 800s, which was pretty nice, HSDPA speeds, but we're still talking with what I'm getting from 1 bar of signal, so I'm pretty impressed overall. Let's open up the back of the device just so you can see where the SIM card goes in. Nothing too tricky, just slides out. And just because I find it a bit entertaining, I thought I'd show you the Web Connect next to a Sony Ericsson TM506. The TM506 was Sony Ericsson's first HSDPA device for T-Mobile, and they have a very similar color scheme. You can even see in the profile. These two really look like they were separated at birth, which is pretty funny. In terms of connectivity options, of course the device will work on T-Mobile USA's AWS band network, which is split across 1700 MHz and 2100 MHz. It also works on the 2100 MHz 3G UMTS bands used in most of the world, and it can even roam on to 1900 MHz networks too, such as the one set up by AT&T here in the US, although I doubt it really can roam onto AT&T's network itself. It's a kind of an issue with the SIM card and everything, but in other countries that support 1900 it would work. Tri-band GSM Edge support, and that's tri-band. Oddly enough, it does not seem to support the 850 megahertz GSM band that's used by AT&T and T-Mobile alike in the USA. Kind of an odd thing. I've got the Web Connect stick plugged into my Lenovo ThinkPad right now, and I'm going to connect it to the network. You can see the connection manager running here. Manages Wi-Fi, broadband, and also has support for VPNs. We are now connected, so I'm going to pull up this speed test from DSLReports.com. We're going to pull down a 1 megabyte file, see how quickly it moves. You can see right here, if you look at it, we've got 1 bar of signal, so it's a really weak signal that we've got now. And yet we're still probably going to get somewhere around 500 kbits per second. Well, not even better than that, 654. So not too bad considering the situation. I mean, the antenna inside the Web Connect seems to be pretty good. You can also see that there's support for different APNs on the network. This is the epc.tmobile.com APN. This is internet2.voicestream.com, and this is internet3.voicestream.com for those of you that know what that means. And of course it will support your Wi-Fi connections. I've got Wi-Fi disabled just so it doesn't pick up the office network. And you can use this to search and see which networks are available, and there's also a T-Mobile hotspot locator built into the device, so you don't have to go anywhere. 19067. I'm going to take a look. You can see there's some local locations found. We've got a couple different Starbucks and stuff. So pretty useful software. Runs pretty well. No complaints. There you have it. That's the T-Mobile WebConnect USB laptop stick. It's a neat tri-band GSM Edge, tri-band UMTS HSDPA device. Weighs just under an ounce, about 28 grams, and nice package. Also has external antenna port and a micro SD card slot, which is useful at times. So there you have it, the T-Mobile WebConnect. I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.